So Brianna and Miranda in the building. Brianna, where are you from?
I'm from the Valley.
From the Valley?
Moved all over, but mostly Thousand Oaks Westlake.
Wow. So basically, it's easier for me to drive down to LAX and fly to New York than come see you wherever you are. That's crazy. The Valley is real in LA. And then Miranda, where are you from?
I'm also from the Valley.
Where in the Valley?
Burbank, California.
Burbank. So you're Armenian. So here's the thing about that, right? But you are very mixed though. Like you're mixed, like on your face.
I'm Mexican.
Yo, that's a lot of mix. Because look, people just think Mexican means Mexican, but it doesn't. I'm telling you, it means like Aztec and Native and Spanish, like, and maybe some black. Judging by your hair and the way it frizzed when it was raining outside, I'm going with you have some nigga. Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
And then while we were walking in, Miranda had the audacity to be like, "Oh, it's hella raining," and I'm like, "Bitch, are you out of your mind? It is sprinkling at best. It's barely sprinkling."
People don't know how to act when it rains in LA.
In LA, they have no idea.
No, they don't know how to drive.
We
know how
had
to
such
dress.
a hectic 30 minutes right now, honestly.
She almost died in a fucking car accident.
You almost died twice trying to find
Can we
parking.
just talk about LA parking
the
for
street-
once?
Can we just talk about how you clapped that out? Can we talk about how it's, whoa, what is it? That went from
That's a
0 to
heated
100
subject
real
right there. That
quick.
will get me my blood
Why?
boiling.
Look, people don't understand LA rain unless you're in LA.
That is true.
So why is LA? You guys are both LA natives. You are,
Kinda.
Californians.
Yeah.
You're Valleyfornians. You know what I'm saying? So since you're from the Valley, how does the rain affect Los Angelinos?
It makes people stupid. They don't know how to drive. They don't know how to act.
There's already so much traffic. It's like overpopulated, and it's so annoying.
Doesn't work. It does not work.
Plus, us speed racers over here.
You know?
Oh, you guys say that. Say you guys are aggressive drivers. Say that part first.
But then see the people that they need to know how to drive, they don't. They don't know how to drive in the rain. They're just dumb. They drive 15 miles under the speed limit like grandmas. They don't use their turn signal. They're just dumb.
Well, they don't ever use their turn signals anyway, and I'll tell you why.
Well, I'm
because in
kinda guilty
LA,
of that.
when you use your turn signal, the car behind you speeds up so you can't get in the lane.
I do
They
that
do it on purpose. Like, yo, what is wrong with you? You guys act like if I get ahead of you in the lane, I'm gonna get ahead of you in life. That is not how it
That's
works.
very
Like,
true.
can I live?
Like, no, bitch, stay in your lane. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't even use my turn signal. No, I use if I need to merge left, I use my right turn signal, and then the car behind me gets a false sense of security, and then I'm like, gotcha, bitch, and I go.
Yeet.
Yeah. Yeet. That's how it works.
That's just too much psychology. I can't when I'm driving. That's just dealing with a lot.
Miranda looks like she's the girl that deals with that. Like you look like you're the person that speeds
me.
up. You speed up. Just
Yeah,
admit
I
you
do.
speed up.
I'm always speeding. I have so many speeding tickets. It's ridiculous. I actually had a court yesterday.
Really? Oh, and what makes it worse is in LA, when you go to court, they don't just go to court. Like, there's not a court like conveniently near you. No. Going to court means you have to take 2 days off, travel by horseback.
Stay in a fucking hotel.
Stay at this place, get there, and then go there, and then they go, oh, we just wanted to set a date for next month. Like, what do you mean set a date?
I have to go back in 2 weeks.
Exactly,
Like, yeah.
because then they make you pay bail for a ticket, meaning you pay the price of the ticket. So if case you lose, they just have it. But that makes it very difficult for people who have a lower socioeconomic standing because then they're unable to pay this bail. And it makes it exemplary difficult for them to go to this court and continue with this case. And that's how they justify the judicial process, which is something that I feel like someone should take up with due process and the law.
Yeah,
and I do not appreciate that. I have the money and the means to take care of court costs, but not everyone does.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And living in LA is already expensive as it is. Fuck, I mean,
yeah, but y'all live in the valley, so it can't be that expensive.
Well, right now I stay in Santa Clarita. I grew up in
Where's Santa Clarita?
like by Valencia.
Yo, you just keep saying names of oranges. I don't know where.
Santa Clarita Valley.
No, you say it like, okay, I'm not from
it's
LA.
up north.
Yeah, up north.
You're not familiar with
I'm
California?
from DC.
Oh, okay.
So I know
We'll
this
cut
is
you
what
some
I know.
slack.
I
we'll
know
cut
West
you some slack.
Hollywood.
Okay.
I know Burbank, just how to get to the TV
Because
studio.
it's right next to WeHo.
And then I also know Hollywood becomes I Am Legend after 2 a.m. And then that's when all the vampires and the zombies come out.
All the freaks come out at night,
Yo,
dead
I'm
ass.
like, run, nigga, run.
Get the fuck fuck out of here now.
Do not walk around like because the club lets out people are like, hanging out. Yo, by 3 your ass will get eaten, bro. Run, my nigga.
Literally. That's so gross.
That's real shit. So my thing is, I don't really know LA like that, and I feel like no matter how long you're here, you don't really get to know LA.
No.
In a way, that's just really how it works. LA's not a town that anyone gets to know because the streets and the patterns are very confusing. Like rodeo, but when you go south of Wilshire, the shit becomes rodeo and it's scary. And you don't even know when you're in the hood because it's like palm tree, liquor store, gun store, palm tree. What? Like pink house,
Broken
nigga,
house.
run.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You don't know. And they look so nice. The hoods here look so nice. They're so pretty.
They do.
Like, why are y'all?
But then you go inside the homes and you're like, okay, this is
This is a trap house.
Trap house, crack house, sketch house, you know.
See, you look like you've been in a trap house or two in a day.
Do I really?
Yeah, you do. And I'm going to tell you why. You have the hairstyle. You have the, I used to date a broke nigga, but now I'm trying to change hairstyle.
Trying to change. No. We've been there.
Oh
through
my
it.
God.
That's correct, though. I just tell her about my ex.
Yo, that's real shit. I'm saying real, you
That's
know?
hilarious.
And Miranda has the, I'm on the come up hairstyle. Like, I'm trying to be on a come up on my grind. So what do you guys do?
Go ahead. You start.
You first.
I have multiple different hobbies, passions, jobs, whatever. I sell my paintings, I model, and then I work as a waitress.
So basically, you're a waitress. Here's the thing in LA, right?
No.
I'm gonna explain something.
I'm an artist.
I'm
first and
explaining.
foremost.
Everyone always says they're art. Like, I've realized this about myself. I'm one paycheck away from being homeless. Like, look, everyone thinks I'm like balling right now.
It's how you present yourself with your robe and
Yeah, I walk because fuck clothes, bro. Fuck clothes. Mr. GK has entered the building. Thank you for being here.
Yo, you upgraded the chains, man?
Yeah, so
My dog took his chains, so we got his chains.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. So we have Brianna Miranda here, and Brianna is talking about how she's an artist and a model, and she is a waitress. So I'm like, nah, you're a waitress. And she's like, I'm an artist because this is LA, and that's how we have the most talented waitresses in the world in this city. Like, I've met waitresses like, yo, where do I know you from? Oh, yeah, American Idol. Ruben stuttered, can you just go get me my goddamn pizza, nigga? Like,
I think that's a little cold. That's a cold approach.
It is. It really is.
You know what? That's being a waitress is her means of making money.
Right.
But the
That's that
bane
solid
of her
income.
existence is artistry. For you, brother, to reduce her to a waitress when she is much, much more than that is a little hurtful.
I really fucking
And
like him.
I would like for you to re-examine what you said and explore maybe more of her
You know
artistry
what?
and get to know
now
more
that
about
Mr.
her.
GK brought that up in that way, I realize he's a waiter too. Like, fuck this nigga. Like, I don't even know him,
wait
bro.
a second. Hold on a second.
So you're a waiter ass. Shut up. Like, he doesn't, and the worst part is he doesn't even work at a waiter. But you know what? Wait, nigga. Wait.
Look, the closest thing I got to being a waiter was in college. I was bartending, and then the waitress didn't show up. So I was trying to wait on people.
Tables.
And this was like a Latino fusion spot. So somebody ordered a Manhattan, and instead there's this drink called the Pisco Sour, which has eggs in it. So I poured the egg in the Manhattan, and I got yelled at, and I quit, and I never did it again. It's just like gave me anxiety, bro.
But I'm gonna be real. I respect your hustle, and so yeah, we were being funny. But the reality of it is,
That's everyone
in LA.
in LA.
Everyone
Yeah.
has to start from something, and the
Right.
people who don't are the people who have mommy and daddy money. And George and I were actually having this discussion of how simple things, like honestly, like simple things that we need to progress in our current condition, we only don't get because we lack the resources, and we only lack the resource because we lack the money. So something as simple as George having an editing bay was because he would have been 5 years ahead had he had the money 5 years ago.
Right.
Yep. I had to wait the 5 years to buy this editing bay. I was telling Tehran, now I can holistically edit my films that I produce. Before, I couldn't do it at all. I was crouched over on a laptop. It froze, shut down, broke, got the next one. And simply because I have more money now I have the tool necessary to help me succeed. And it's sad. And I was telling Tehran, how many Michael Jacksons in the world have we never met? Because simply
They didn't have the
there was a
resources.
talent, but they didn't have the resources. Well, maybe
They
there
didn't have
wasn't
the
a-
money. They literally didn't have
but
the money.
maybe not a Michael Jackson, like a Bruno Mars. There's probably another Bruno out there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just
if there's another
reduced it?
Michael. Yeah, reduced it,
Just a
bro.
little less.
So
They needed
Miranda,
the money.
what about you? What are you famous for?
Well, I do a little bit of acting, and then I do a little bit of modeling, and then I was a waitress at my dad's pizza place for like 6 months. But then now I'm looking for another job. I'm actually kind of working at the gelato place right here on Hollywood Boulevard.
I love
See, in
gelato.
LA,
I
people
love gelato.
kind of work places because they work once a week just to
See,
make
that
ends
was a good
meet.
answer. I kind of worked there. Maybe you need to take a little bit of notes to spice up your story. I kind of wait.
No. That's the main thing. That's what I said. So that's my real source of income. I don't do well when I'm living paycheck to
She's
paycheck.
really hard. Like, she's a really hard worker. Like, I really admire her.
On the way here in my
Yo.
head, right? I was thinking in my head. I said, I need to work smarter, not harder. So you just
Hold on,
compliment me.
hold on. No,
She
I will
was-
fight you.
No,
I will fight you.
I haven't finished
I will
my
fight
sentence
you right now.
I haven't finished my sentence.
Wait.
Tehran told that to me.
Out every day. Dog, I will fight you right now, bro.
I believe work harder works, than smarter, whatnot, vice versa. But I also believe that depends on what you have in front of you, resources, and how your skill level, what your talents are, what you have in front of you. I mean, it all depends. If you have to work your ass off to get something to where you be, fine. If you can be smarter and kind of body that and do something about it and not have to work your ass off, that's fine too.
But you should be both. And this is where George and I actually contradict. George works very hard. He's a very hard worker, right? And I, on the other hand, I do not work very hard. I work very smart. And so if we had combined both of these aptitudes, we
Yeah.
would be even more ahead. So where it looks like I get a lot of opportunities, but it's only because I'm working very smart. And George is working very hard all the time. And it's almost as if it doesn't pay off as much as it should. And it's interesting because he's actually the one who's earning it. And I'm not saying I don't deserve it. I'm saying he's earning it. And we talk about earning it, whatever it is, all the time on the show. We talk about earning it. So we appreciate that
But
you two ladies are earning it.
Absolutely. But the goal is to be like Diddy. Because I feel like Diddy works hard and smart.
Exactly.
Diddy does both. And I think, Tehran, we need to meet in the middle. Us as imperfect gentlemen, okay? We need to meet in the middle. And we need to work hard and
No,
smart.
we're not gonna hug, bro. See, he likes.
Yo,
he
you don't
keeps
like
trying to
that
get a
affection.
hug,
You
but
gotta
I
give him-
don't want.
You gotta give him some attention.
I'm a touchy-feely
gotta give
dude.
him
No, dog.
attention.
No one likes you. Listen. No, because I'm gonna fight his dog, bro. Look.
She liked
First of
me.
all, he
Ooh, I think she
stole
liked me.
chains from my house to give to his dog Choco.
Yo, this is a true story. I never stole my life, but I did rob Tehran. Look, it wasn't like a straight robbery. I asked him, "Can I borrow your chains?"
and then never
then-
gave
give
them
to
back.
my
And
dog.
the only reason why I borrowed the chains is to give it to my puppy.
And what
kind of
makes it
puppy?
worse is not only did
Oh,
first
the
of all,
puppy's on my shirt. His name is Choco
No,
the
you
Chico.
don't.
Oh my
By the way,
God.
I designed these sweaters. Tehran manufactures them. They're on sale, $30 for a sweatshirt and $40 for the hoodie with the hood. So if you guys
I've never
want to-
seen those shirts before in my life. Here's the thing. First of all, he took my chains. Then, right, he took one and pawned it and got an editing bay that he needed. And so now he balled out. And on top of that, what made it worse is he had saved up for it. So he has the money, but he used one of my chains to get it because
Because
he was
I'm
like,
gonna be
yo.
real with
That's
y'all.
cold.
Tehran and I are friends. I know the financials. Okay,
We're
This
not
is a
friends, bro.
partnership. I know the financials. In real talk, I know that he could afford to not have that second chain. So I like seeing
No,
the
the
money.
third chain. That's what makes it worse.
It was a third.
That-
We had a debate over it. I
Two.
found an old video on Facebook Memories. I did steal a third one. And that one I just literally stole and lost. So it went to
So
another.
okay. So anyway, Miranda, so with your hustle, where do you want to be eventually? Because sometimes we
Well, I'm
lose sight
still
of that.
young. I'm only 19.
really young.
And
a baby.
I don't know yet. I'm still like,
And I think honestly that's totally cool. Like I'm gonna be 23. I still have so
You're
many.
going to be what?
I'm gonna be 23.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a second.
she's young too.
So yeah, no, I think that we're doing what we love, and we're kind of. I think your 20s are for finding out what enjoys you,
Yeah.
what you enjoy, what makes you happy,
feel like
what
I'm
makes you
still in that
tick.
process.
Your 30s is kind of weeding out the things you don't care for and focusing on those things that really do make you happy.
Is that what your 30s are for?
And your
What's
40s are for doing that
and
one
then your
thing.
50s are for dying. Like this is.
No.
I think your
50's so
50s
young
are for
too.
reevaluating your entire life and doing it all over again. Because when you're 50 years old, you're not the same person as you are when you're 20.
I don't know. By the time
Completely
I'm,
different.
look, if I'm 50 and still in the club and I don't own that shit,
I'm not-
shoot
well,
me.
That's
Because in LA they stay in the club.
that's what I'm saying. I don't.
Well, getting to some of the quick, just to get a better grasp of who you guys are as people. Let's go through a quick list of either ors.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna or Beyonce?
Brianna.
Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake?
Timberlake.
Whoa.
Pizza or hamburger?
Pizza.
Tehran or George?
I don't know you guys yet. That's me.
That's real. Hey,
First impression.
You know what? I will fight you,
First
bro.
impression.
I will fight you.
First impressions.
Okay.
You can we can reevaluate. That. I don't know. I'm not saying
Rap
nothing.
music or R&B?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think
That's
trap.
really hard. For me, it depends on the mood. It's the vibe.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you ready?
think trap.
That's some like real 50-50. I don't know.
Now that we're talking about music, Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston?
Whitney
Houston.
I say Mariah.
You know why?
No,
you know what happened with Mariah? Mariah lived too long. Like if Mariah had died, listen, that's real shit. No, that happens to people all
So
the
you
time.
think she just kind of, and
Listen.
then before she.
Linda, listen, Linda, listen. Okay, if Mariah had died, and I don't want anyone to die, blah
Right,
blah
right,
blah,
right. You don't wish
bullshit.
that, yeah.
But there are certain people that live too long. Like if you live too long, you could be great if you die. Like I really think, like right now, I have a lot of potential, and like all these Hollywood agents are coming after me, blah blah blah. I have potential, right?
Yes.
But what if I live too long and I end up doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
So what if I
you
died
really just
now?
burn
Nigga,
yourself
there'd be a
out.
mural of me on the dash.
I mean,
the dash wall.
I don't know about you.
There'd be
Wait,
like,
wait,
yo, it'd be like, then I wouldn't even
No, I
have to
feel
live
it.
up to my potential. Everyone would just talk about it forever.
Right. Because
You
there's
know?
that mystery of what could
Exactly.
be or what could
50
have
Cent
been.
lived too long. Do you see what I'm saying? Like he was the hottest, but now no one's running out to buy a 50 album.
Right.
He just lived too long. Like there's certain times where that happens.
I think that goes with the industry now, though. The last like 10 years, things don't stay relevant for as long as they used to. Like, even you don't need to die soon. You're just not going to stay relevant. Like Mariah Carey tries so fucking hard to stay relevant. Black
So
China stays
talented.
so hard to stay relevant. Like these people just try so hard and they don't get anywhere because they're just trying too hard.
and I want to highlight that point you just made, the word trying. And everybody nowadays in this world of media, including myself, wearing a freaking dog on a sweater.
I love it though.
Right?
Yeah,
And thank you
that's
so
dope.
much. We follow him on Instagram, Choco the Cheagle, at Choco the Cheagle.
Do that right now.
And what we're doing is we're all trying, right? We're trying to give an impression, but the impression that we give doesn't necessarily last as long as the differences we make or the art that we
Right.
leave behind.
Right.
So as artists, having the honor and pleasure of having two artists on the show. Are these the same artists who were supposed to be here last week?
Oh yeah! I forgot to even
so
bring
some
up
shade
wait.
room. Shout out the shade room.
Yo, Shade Room posted
No.
about how did you stood us up? I forgot to
No.
even bring that up.
That's why I was intentionally late to the
Damn.
show today. I was like, oh, they want to play games? Oh yeah, okay, okay.
You know what? we were early though, so y'all can't talk.
Yeah, we were.
You
You,
were
guys
late.
were really late.
Yeah, but you
hella
know what?
late.
You know how
And it
late
was
we weren't?
raining.
We weren't a week late. Because
No,
we got
no,
stood
no,
up.
no,
We talked
no,
about
no,
that.
no, no, no.
Yo,
I
we
said-
talked about that, and that hurt
I
our
was-
hearts.
Well,
Have
it's
you ever
every
been
Tuesday,
stood
I'm gonna
up?
put this on
Yeah,
her.
have you? Yeah, but we would have had other guests. We had a bump guest for you
No,
guys. this
do you
week.
know? Do you know what happened last week? Tehran was in his phone. I think he was watching your gram, and we were in the middle of the show. He looked down with a sad face, and I was like, "What, bro? What, bro?" He's like, "They're at Runyon." I was like, "They're at Runyon? They're supposed to be
Runyon.
here. They're supposed to be here."
Runyon.
We had a
That's
really
why
good
you got that
Tuesday,
parking
huh?
ticket. You know what I'm saying?
What
That's
the fuck?
karma.
Why didn't we end up here?
We got caught up. Like I had just came back from Africa. And
Oh, she had a long ass flight.
So
That's
it was-
right.
It's
That's
just getting better.
right.
And then later that, or no, was it the next day?
Yeah, and then the dog ate your homework. Look, here's the thing about this, right? Excuses,
God.
excuses. You know what I'm saying? Reasons are just excuses, which we're actually going to talk about on our topic.
We're here
and
now.
What we're talking about is specifically, do all men cheat? And that's a topic
My
of conversation
favorite topic.
because of everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get there, I do have to bring up O.J. Simpson. Did you guys see the tape of if I did it, this is how I would have done it?
Oh my god, yes.
Dog, look, I don't think he did it. After watching
Are
that
you
interview.
fucking serious?
No, clearly this nigga did it. But here's the thing. I think we all need to discuss like how we feel about this gruesome murder. Now, you guys were too young for it to be like
I was
a major
named.
event
I was named.
I was a baby too.
My
bro.
middle name is Nicole.
because of the murder.
Mm-hmm.
See, so like it affected white people hella a lot when they start
Wait,
naming
wait,
their
wait.
kids.
I'm
Start
gonna
naming
let-
their kids.
Wait,
My
I
middle
didn't-
name's
I
Martin
didn't
Luther
see it.
King. How about that shit?
I'm not white, just to let you know.
Okay. What's your ethnic background?
I'm half Mexican,
Yeah.
full, half Mexican.
Sure.
But I'm also Norwegian and Danish, so I guess it's half.
Okay.
But it's more
So here,
Italian,
I
Mexican,
understand that.
Spanish.
But you
And I look white.
Okay, but
That's
you're not
fine.
white.
No.
But if we were in a car and a cop pulled us over and was like, get on the floor, nigger, you'd look at me like, nigger, you better get on the floor. Like, you wouldn't be like, actually, officer, I'm hella Danish and
would though.
Norwegian. You wouldn't.
Oh my
I have Cuban
gosh.
cops attitude, but you know what? Yeah, I
Okay.
look white. That's fine.
So own
that's
it.
fine.
It's
I'd
okay.
like
If
for
I
you to
was-
hang out with a friend named Aaron. Get along well. Aaron Darling. Yeah.
Oh, Erin Darling, because she's half white, half Mexican. She be trying to tell us how Mexican she is, and she looks whiter. The
but
white girls are like,
but you'd
oh
relate
my God,
to
who's
her.
this white
You'd
person?
relate to her struggle because you want to live it up for your identity. You are half Mexican, but then you walk into society and they project something on you when in reality you are.
And I love my culture. I
you're
embrace
not,
that.
Yeah, and you're not Dezelle in this situation. You really are half Mexican. So
My mom is full. She doesn't. We don't look anything alike at
She
all. She's seen her.
cleans. She like,
She's that 5'3", short, little, scrawny Mexican lady that like.
yeah, she just cuts grass. She's
what?
We're both looking
What
at you
was that,
like,
dude? That was racist.
was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, was it?
That's
Oh my
grass.
God.
You know was it racist?
You know
Because
what
it was
was
a
more
setup.
racist is that her white side started agreeing. Like, yeah, she does actually.
I was like,
She
wait,
does
no,
look
I was
white.
laughing at
Like-
you because I was waiting for that.
What
Wait,
was
cut the
it?
grass. What comes after that?
Which made it racist because on your end, not his end, he was doing the setup. You're supposed to laugh, and you didn't. You made an awkward
You
pause.
agreed.
I was waiting. He was going on this tangent, so I don't know.
All right.
Anyway,
So let's talk about
Anyway,
Miranda's favorite subject. Do all men cheat?
for a long time, I was like, yes.
A long
But
time?
then-
Bitch, you were 19 years old.
No, but then I met Bree, and then she was like, no, all men don't cheat. You just gotta meet like the ones that.
I will elaborate on this, but I'm gonna let you finish.
No, go.
No. Go ahead.
No, because I forgot what you said. You had said you gotta like meet like the.
So first and foremost, I believe all men cheat in some form.
The subject
some
is, if you're
way.
just
Yeah.
tuning in, do all men cheat?
Yes and no.
So I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying. But no, honestly, my take is that I believe all men cheat in some form way. Doesn't mean physical necessarily. It could be mental. It could be emotional cheating. There is such thing as emotional cheating. I believe that, hands down.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
And like I'm really faithful, so like even if it's like flirting, talking, looking at another girl, it's cheating to me.
Wait. What you said? Flirting, talking, but where you got me was looking.
Looking.
I
Yes.
can't use my eyes that
If you're
God gave
with
me.
me, if you're with me on a date,
Don't make it
we're at the
obvious.
movies, and you're looking at her ass or looking at her pass by.
So you
You're
mean like
supposed to be looking at me the entire time.
you mean
I want
checking
your
out?
full attention
You mean
because I'm
checking
gonna
out?
I'm giving you all my attention, so I expect the same back. And out of respect, you should.
Those are strict rules,
know?
but I respect it.
No. All right, let's have a conversation.
I
Wait,
deserve
oh,
it.
can
So
I
look,
just-
hold on. Let's have a conversation. What? You wanted to say something
wanted
more?
to go on.
Okay,
Yeah.
please.
I respect her and totally what she thinks. I agree. I think women are beautiful. I paint. I'm an artist, so I can look at a body as just a body and not so much as me being like, okay, wait, my man wants that instead of me. If he wanted
No.
something
If we're
else-
looking at a girl, we're looking at her because we're like, we're trying to fuck. But
No. Okay,
you have
if
to
that's the
understand-
case,
But that's
if that's the
don't like
case,
you
if you
guys.
trying to fuck that person that you're checking out hardcore and you're eye fucking, that's
No,
one
no,
thing.
no.
But if he's looking at a woman like, okay, she's beautiful, whatever,
Sure.
her hair, clothes, whatever, fine.
if he's
but
looking
not
at her
eye
and
fucking
look
her.
at her hair and her clothes,
There's a way
this
to
nigga's
do
gay.
it.
But,
There's
but
a way
okay,
to do
teach
it.
me,
No,
teach me, because
no.
I'm a man.
There's
How
a
as a
way to
man do
do
I do
it.
it? Teach me the way to do it.
There's a
Teach
way
me,
to fucking
please.
do it.
Teach us how. Show me how. Show me as a man how to do it.
This is my
We need to
baby
learn.
here.
Okay.
And we're sitting at the movie theaters, and there's some nice, thick, whatever, beautiful, big booby women next to me. I can look, watch the movie. I can look. I can watch the movie. Look at boo, kiss boo. I don't know. Don't make it
Wait,
obvious.
show me
I'm
that
walking
side
down the
eye.
street.
If you are doing that specifically when a guy's just checking out another girl, that's disrespectful. There's a difference between science and disrespect. you should always have value and respect for the person that is your partner. That is no longer a girl. That is your partner.
I agree.
So there's a different concept. However, you cannot rewire science and biology and physiology. There is certain things that we are attracted to as men naturally. Now, that's the difference between animals and humanity is the humanity part is we should be humane. And
men are more animalistic than women will ever be.
I don't know about that. That's a concept.
I agree. I'm a tiger.
That's more of like a little cat, bro. Like you're a little.
That
like
wasn't
not
a
even
roar.
like
That was a
Don't
meow.
reduce
But you
me to
know,
no cat. I'm a lion, bro.
So the concept isn't that. That's an excuse to say men are animalistic because we do that as a society where we're like, well, boys will be boys. No, that's not fair.
I don't
a man
believe
should
that.
be a man and step up,
Yeah.
and you can control it. That is how civilization works. You should be civil and be respectful. So the concept is that even though we have natural instincts, we don't have to act on it, but we shouldn't have to deny them completely either. And that's something that I'm hearing from you is like, well, you shouldn't even want to.
But
well,
how do we deny it?
I'm not saying that. That's why I said
desire?
that's fine. No. I said that it's okay for my man, my partner, to acknowledge another pretty woman. Just because he's not DMing her, acting on it, that's different.
Those are all disrespectful.
Exactly. I'm saying that is not okay. But to appreciate another human being for who they are, whatever that may be, I'm not saying thirsty or being disgusting, but as a beautiful person, that's fine. Like, that's okay with me. I do the same thing. I can acknowledge a beautiful human being, whether it be male or female.
But the
there's
rules
ways
were
in that.
your limitations, and I respect your viewpoints. Was one of the
I've been
rules
hurt.
specifically
I've been
was no looking. Look, we've all been hurt, and
Miranda, you've been hurt by who?
My ex-boyfriend.
Tell them why you mad, son.
I want you to cry for camera real quick. Right? Cry for camera.
my
We need
God.
ratings.
We need
ratings. So what was the situation? What happened? Do you want to talk about it? Or you want to switch the subject?
Not really. I mean, he basically just cheated on me the entire time, and I was faithful and like.
How'd you find out?
Girls would like hit me up and tell me,
Damn.
and he would never like admit to it, so it kind of just made it worse. And I was kind of like in denial about it in a way for a while, and like I was depressed. We broke it off like last summer, so like I was depressed for like a while after that, but now I'm like kind of like. I don't know.
Yo, you're making me cry.
No, like, and then I met Bree, and then she was telling me like, how like
Okay.
not all men are the same, and like, so like, I'm still kind of
Bree,
like
thank you for your
stuck between that.
optimism. And I want y'all to know too, this doesn't just happen to ladies. So the love of my life cheated on me with twin brothers. How you think I How you think I feel? But I don't go around saying all women can't be trusted, and that's the beauty.
Yeah.
And I respect that you're still young.
Love of your life?
Yeah.
Bro, you knew her for like a week.
No, that was the main.
No, I
that was
know.
the main, bro. That was the
No,
main.
your main was different. I knew your main. She was popping, but you had to make a decision to come here, and her family was off you.
Yeah, but
her
that's
family
pretty
was
main.
off you.
But
here's
my thing now.
That girl was she did you a favor.
Now I'm gonna say something.
That girl did you a favor.
Potentially, because I'm right here, right now on this radio show. So yeah, with Martin. So here's the deal, right? The question is, do all men cheat? Now, what I think we need to do first, as a collective, as a group, as men and women, is define cheating. And as you saw, your rules of what cheating is are different than my rules. I don't know if they're different than Tehran's rules. They sure are different than mine. And you sort of agree with her rules, correct? Here's what I think, okay? I'm going to just lay it down for y'all. As human beings, and now a lot of people are going to be mad at this conversation that I'm about to have. Cheating is defined by society, not necessarily by intention, right? Mm-hmm. So society says you're cheating if you simply DM a lady and want to have conversation with another lady.
Right.
Society says cheating is if you're dating someone and you meet someone, you can't go as far as looking or talking to that person. Now, here's my take on it as being an artist as well and being a worldly mind. Mm-hmm. What if you cheat in yourself? What if you're with somebody, right? And you just happen to meet them at that time, and somebody else comes across who was your soulmate, who destiny aligned you with, Are you now a criminal? Are you now the worst person in the world if you pursue that new person?
Yes.
No, yes and no.
Yeah, because be honest.
You need to
Be
tell that first person.
Yeah, tell the first person.
Hey, this is what's going on. Like, I'm just being real with you. I really believe that this person is my soulmate.
And when you tell
I'm not trying to cheat on you, so let's break things off and I will do me and you do you.
And what happens when you
do not drag someone along. Never.
I'm not suggesting that, but when you tell that person, when does it ever go off well?
Yeah, but
it
you know
won't.
what?
Breakup sucks. Period.
Breakup sucks, but that's
period. There's no good way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no good way to tell someone that loves you that they're like, wait a second, out of the blue, this might have happened. Maybe there's no problems. Relationship is fine. But you, like you said, found that person and you were like, wow, this could potentially be my soulmate. You got to tell that first person and be like, look.
And that's very valid. And what I could tell you, being a man, is men, we are very scared of being wrong or feeling guilt.
Right.
So a lot of men,
egos control you.
Egos prevent them from being able to have that transparency with someone.
Yep.
I love to have the transparency and let them know. The thing is, one time I tried it, I got punched in my face. Trying to do the right thing. Here y'all hoopla.
It was her birthday, George.
I mean, I didn't want to pay for the gift. I'm just kidding. No, it wasn't her birthday, Teron. You're just saying stuff.
You weren't, bro. You meant it. You weren't trying to pay for that gift.
No, I mean, so the thing is, I believe that as an artist, as a member of the universe and not the member of one other person's life, because our lives are so much bigger than one other human being. Right. And what I don't respect is when people get in relationships and they basically stop loving themselves. They give up on their independence.
Can we just talk
They give up
about
on
that
anything they work for. They give up on their families just to prioritize that one person. Perfect example. Do we all have that one cousin, one sister, one brother who met someone they thought they loved, turned their back on the family, against the family's desires, came back 4 years later, divorced with kids that the parents are now taking care of, and now they're sorry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if that person had more of a balance in their life and wasn't so focused on appeasing one partner, one partner, which, by the way, unfortunately, the way the life works is both characters don't last to the end of the video game. One character will die first. So if I'm telling you you're my soulmate, the way I think of it, because I am a man of principle, if I tell a woman you are the love of my life, I am marrying you, then I am marrying you eternally. That means if you die, I am not going to another woman, no matter how lonely I get, because I committed to you. And you know what? Maybe that's why I have trouble with commitment, because commitment is such a freaking death sentence. We put so much pressure on it that men out here, they see the pressure and they feel somewhat of a force. And maybe that's what happens sometimes. I want to know what has happened in your experiences, what you think triggered these things.
Oh, there's so many things, so many topics.
Give us an example, because we want to hear the ladies' perspective.
Miranda,
I
go
want to
ahead.
hear what y'all have to say.
Damn. There's a couple good things. I think you touched on a really popular subject that I love to talk about, and I was actually just talking about Miranda. When two people come together, after a while, they lose themselves within each other. They stop having, like you said, their own hobbies, their own passions, their own lives, and they become one person. And I think that gets so fucking boring after a while. You know each other's thoughts, you know each other's day-to-day routine. Nothing is new, nothing is special, nothing is different. And so if you keep each other's lives separate and then you come together and have that time, when you have that time together, it keeps things fresh and new. I guess it's different. You don't get it consumed by that person. You want to chime in here?
No, I agree.
I don't know where I'm going. I thought I was going somewhere with this, but I just think that it really is important to keep each other's lives separate, and then you have that life together.
And I agree. And do you think a fair solution, rather than making it this forced situation, going as far as saying you can't look at somebody, whereas you could say have a balance? And this is just my look. I know we have different points of views. I respect yours, but what I'm saying is,
no, I feel like the way I think like about that right now is just because of what I recently went through. But I feel like as like I grow and like as I like experience more in different relationships, that my mindset about that will definitely change. Because
but you're not, let me tell you something, you're not wrong for wanting to be prioritized. I could tell from your presence instantly. You are a queen. You want to be respected, and you deserve to be respected. And I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that sometimes are we oversensitized or over.
You could tell all
possessive.
that by her presence. I'm gonna need more time.
Oh my
He's
God.
intuitive, I can tell.
He's intuitive.
I'm very my spiritual intelligence is so high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel that. I feel that
I
for
fuck
sure.
with you.
Yeah, but Tehran got that real IQ though, so that's hard to F with, bro. To be 100.
And I also want to touch on monogamy too. Like I think that someone was telling me the other day that our grandparents have instilled that you are supposed to spend the rest of your life with one person. And I don't know if that's really relevant nowadays. I think
I know.
touch on the animalistic subject. Like I don't know if that's really real. Like just because we've
Kind
been
of sad.
driven one idea for so many years. Why are you laughing?
Because you know why? Look, it's not the things you said. I'm still stuck on Miranda. Because look, all she said was like this. Every time she speaks, it's like red flag. Like she wore a red shirt, red flag. And then every time
Red
she
flag,
says it, was like red flag, red flag. And then my ex, red
bagging
flag.
on me.
And then I don't think he should even red flag.
flag.
I'm just like, yo,
Fuck this. Fuck
yo.
this.
And
Fuck
she
this
looks like
too.
she's the type that would cut my face. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
She might.
that's what I'm saying.
crazy.
Like, she'd hate me.
I'm a
So
little
all right,
crazy. What's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
What are you?
Aquarius. I am a Libra. I'm all about balance, which I don't have.
Okay, which I don't
no
have.
balance. You would ask Tehran. I'm one of each extreme.
So
I'm
you're-
very nice or I'm very insane.
Moon sign must be something that's kind of Gemini-like.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, and then his Mercury's in retrograde, and on top of that, he is established himself as a peripheral. No, what are you guys even talking? This isn't real speak, okay? There's real speak.
But
I believe in the stars. They're right up in the sky. You look, they're right there.
Yeah, but okay.
I don't think you should base your life decisions off of it. Your horoscope, I think that's a little much. But I do believe that attributes as a person can relate to astrology.
anything else?
Go ahead.
Have you ever not dated someone because of their zodiac sign?
No, fuck no. That's stupid. That's what I mean. I don't think that should let you define your decision making in life.
I haven't. I'm staying away. Look, Scorpios, stay away. I'm not. I just don't. I ain't dating you.
Miranda, what's your sign?
A Cancer.
Yeah, and
I'm a Virgo.
A Virgo.
Virgos and
Virgos are
Cancers.
awesome.
These are good signs. But the whole Scorpio thing.
I will say I love Cancer women, but I hate Cancer men. My ex is a Cancer. Too emotional. Too,
This reminds
too
me.
extra.
Matt Rife has a joke that's really funny, and it actually plays to this, where a girl meets Jesus and is like, you're a Capricorn. My ex is a Capricorn. Won't make that mistake again. And it's hilarious because that's exactly what that sounded like.
So no, I mean, I'm not gonna not date you if you're a certain sign. Of course, I'm gonna get to know you, but I'm gonna be a little cautious because past things, just like how we are in every relationship.
So what's the good signs?
Libra, I think is good. I don't know about Scorpio. Sagittarius aren't bad. Gemini.
Oh yeah.
Although I don't know. I meant good and bad of everybody. It's just.
I have.
Yeah, I think that's how it works with people. I think
I
when
have
people,
a
You know, okay, I can tell
question
you're
I
not
need to ask.
whatever.
I got a question I need to get off my chest, right? So we talked about cheating, and these are under the rules of monogamy. I want to know real quick, okay? We'll try and we're going towards the end of the show, but I need to know if
hold on, before you get to that, where can people find you
Oh, yeah.
if you want to be found?
I'm on Instagram. I am that_BZ with 3 E's.
And Miranda?
Love Miranda. on
Love Miranda,
Instagram.
because we're going to continue the show even if we are off air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we off? Okay.
So here's a question that I have, right? It's about monogamy because we started talking about cheating, but this is under the guise of a societal enforced monogamy. So basically, if you're not monogamous in this society, you're outcasted. I've
Right.
seen it happen. I want to know, as artists, your viewpoints of people who choose not to be monogamous. Openly, honestly.
Yeah. They're just open people. They're not closed-minded. I think point blank period. As an artist, you have to be open-minded. You are open-minded. That's how you are able to create and look at the bigger picture, not just the small details.
Do we see these people as hoes?
Everything is done there's a right way and a wrong way to do everything. Everything. And I think the way you portray yourself, the way you have respect for yourself, the way you hold yourself shows a lot in that. Whether you're a hoe or not.
Would you ever date a man, and I want both of you to answer this, who is not monogamous?
It depends. Well, go ahead. I keep doing
Yeah.
talking. Go ahead.
I would.
I didn't expect to hear that from you.
I think it depends.
And we're back.
It's because I have to process like everything.
I think
it's all situational.
I think it has to do with trust. And the concept of trust in a relationship plays the biggest part in the concept of cheating. So when we ask the question, are all men cheaters? The answer is no. Not all men are any one thing, period.
Right.
Not anyone is any one thing. Do a lot of guys cheat? The answer, unfortunately, now in the modern day age is yes. But it's because of what cheating has come to mean. And it's not cheating the way that women oftentimes define cheating.
Right.
Men cheat physically, sometimes because they can, more so than they want to.
Right.
And it has a lot to play with insecurities within the person themselves.
Exactly.
It's I need to feel special. I need to feel better. I need to feel like I'm more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
Trying to fill a void.
And that happens all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, here's my viewpoint, right? We got to cheating. The reason why we got to cheating is because we're under the rules of monogamy.
Right.
Because that's what society is enforced.
Exactly.
It's not necessarily like this overly enforced law, although I did hear there are some laws if you cheat on a spouse, you do get a fine in some areas.
Some,
I didn't know that.
Right. I didn't know that
I'll give
either.
Teron some credit for something. He did tell me that. But we view people.
I'm gonna start charging my man if he cheats on me.
But here's what I'm thinking, right? Here's what I'm thinking. What if guys are just too scared to say, I am not monogamous? Because they feel forced because then a girl won't date them. Or a guy won't date a girl.
Then
She
they
says
need to
that.
accept their consequences, bro.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is.
feel it.
You're a man, right? Man up.
Exactly.
See, a lot of guys always talk to me and they're like,
that.
yo, I like, yeah, I'm saying that. I'm like, you're just a cheater.
Right.
You're a liar. You're not a pimp. A pimp tells his hoes they're hoes.
They're real.
At least you can respect that. You can't
straight
respect
up.
a liar like you're just lying. You're just blatantly lying to whoever girl. Be upfront. Be honest. Tell them what it is. Live your life. That doesn't mean you have to get details. People don't like giving details, but you can be honest. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
I respect
And
it,
it's
but-
hard to find a guy like that, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially out
honest.
here in LA.
I know this area is so fake.
So when-
no, but I respect people in open relationships. The fact that you can both have that communication, like this is an agreement. We love each other, but we can also love other people because I believe you can love more than one person.
Yeah,
you
I
can be
believe
in love with more than one person.
That's life. That's so real. So consensus is, do all men cheat?
Yes and
I don't
no.
know if there's one answer for that. Yeah, yes and no.
Well, I hope that's not the case.
Mentally, I think that all women and men mentally cheat at some point in a relationship.
Who hurt you? So
That's
listen,
my consensus,
I'm
bro.
Teron Von Goss. Find me at I am Teron all across the board. And of
This
course,
is
I'm alongside.
GK Supreme. You want to know what the GK stands for? It's great knowledge, good karma. George Corey. Follow me at Mr. George Corey Teron. Spell the last name.
It's
baby.
KHOURI. And we are
Imperfect Gentlemen.
Remember, nobody's perfect.
But us.